Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Belle again. So today, we're going to talk about Trump's week and how his plan played out. So, as we talked about before, Trump's plan was to reset the campaign and run counter-programming during the convention that would focus on policy. The idea was to reverse the ever-growing perception that Trump has lost a step or two and that he's become a little, rambly. The reset got off to a rocky start in Pennsylvania when he started off talking about the economy and then slipped into his old routines of name-calling and kicking down. It just got worse from there. Not only did he continue to behave like a grievance-driven Grandpa Simpson yelling at the clouds, he also routinely botched his own policy arguments. When he went to Michigan, he tried to blame Harris for a dramatic increase in violent crime, saying, quote, "She's presided over a 43% increase in violent crime." Okay, well, to start with, this didn't happen. It's just not true. If you're trying to be charitable, you can find a 42%, not a 43% increase in non-fatal violent crimes in an old report, but that's actually going out of your way to cherry-pick specific information from old data to get something that's kind of close to what he said. What's the reality? Violent crime has dropped since Trump's last year in office. In fact, if you pulled those stats by year, you'd find that Trump presided over the year with the highest reported violent crime rate in a decade. But to be fair, even that number isn't that bad because the rate is about half what it was in the early 90s. Fear-mongering for the sake of clicks and ratings has led to false perceptions. The problem Trump is running into is that even when he stays on policy, he tends to demonstrate his policies weren't as effective as he says, or that he just doesn't understand the subject matter. Democrats at the convention made little jokes about the former president, and they got under his skin. That caused him to ask his audience at a gathering if he could get personal instead of talking about policy. They cheered for the idea of him getting personal. Trump will see this as permission to continue his personal attacks. Because obviously, those that showed up to one of his rallies are the undecided voter that he needs to reach. It already started. While Harris was giving her 38-minute acceptance speech, Trump was on a minor social media site, posting at a rate of more than once a minute. His comments were a little off. At one point, he posted in all caps, quote, "Where's Hunter?" Because randomly bringing up the non-elected son of a former political opponent is normal? Again, it's another one of those moments where he's frozen in time and unable to adapt to new information. Harris skewered him during her speech. Trump didn't like it, so he called Fox News to get other messaging out. They put him on air, and he had trouble with his phone, pushing random buttons during the call, and eventually the host at Fox kind of cut him off and moved on while Trump was whining about Biden no longer being his opponent. We can expect Trump to further his weird rhetoric unless his handlers can successfully get him under control. So how was Trump's week? In a word, bad. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.